My name is Reverend Madalyn Wade, and I'm an assistant minister here. And I'm honored to be here because Julia has just going to be taking a couple months in Oregon. She's still going to be here with us. She'll just be on Zoom, and so she'll be up there. I think that's how it works. Yes, she'll be zooming in on the wall. And we're working on the lighting yet, so I just wanted to let you know that as well. And it's a pleasure for me to remind us who we are. Please stand for our 2 community songs. Thank you.
Thank you. So new month, we have some new songs. New to some, familiar to others. Think of your fellow man. Lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you.
For you
And me.
and me.
You just wait
Just wait.
and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you
For you
and me.
and me.
You just wait
You just wait.
and see. I hope when you round and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you
For you
and me.
and me.
You just wait.
Just wait.
And see. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Last time. Put a little love in your heart. Thank you. Please remain standing.
right.
Thank you.
Yeehaw.
All right. We're going to do God within me.
Should I do the capo 1?
Nope, we're going to leave it in D.
Oh, okay. It goes.
I love with the heart of God within me. I sing with the voice of God within me. I rest in the peace of God within me. Everything,
Everything,
everything
everything
praises God within me. I know with the mind of God within me. I pray with the faith of God within me. the light of God within me. I am who I am, 'cause of God within me. Everything,
Everything,
everything
everything,
praises God. Everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God within me.
yay. You're rocking and a rolling.
Thank you, thank you. That was great. I love to sing. So, good morning again. And I wanted to share with you who we are, the pleasure of who we are. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, supportive community that celebrates the diversity of creation. We aspire to live authentic spiritual lives through a practical application of the teachings of the science of mind. We engage in sacred practices that uplift our spirit, deepen our awareness, and ignite our soul's self-expression. We demonstrate active compassion to ourselves, each other, and the world. We experience meaningful contributions through giving generously of our time, our talents, and our treasures. And we intentionally promote the teachings of our community and just the fellowship of it all. So I'd like to do the inclusion candlelighting ritual with Shara's assistance. And we light this candle to celebrate the unity of all peoples, all faiths, all beings, all life, honoring the infinity of oneness as all creation, seen and unseen, to remind us of the light of spirit within each of us. How many of you light candles at home to remind you of that kind of stuff? Yeah, it's cool to light candles, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so what isn't alive in you this morning? You're going to go ahead and shout it out. What's going on? Rain. Okay, rain. Gratitude. Acceptance. Anything else? I'm sure there's more out there. But you can be shy. It's okay. Pardon? Community. Well, thank you. That's great.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. There you go. And we are a praying community. So, and prayer is so powerful. And there are lavender sheets like this one in the pockets, the back pockets of your chairs. And you're welcome to fill it out and put it in that little wooden box to the left of the door. And then the practitioners and the ministers pray for you during the week on this. So don't hesitate. And it's all confidential. So no one else will know except the practitioners and the ministers. So it's important. And Shara is available after service if you'd like a one-on-one consultation and prayer. And trust me, she's really good. Of course. Divinely guided. And so I'd like to welcome anyone who's here for the first time. If you'd like to raise your hand, and just so we can welcome you and appreciate you. Oh, thank you for coming. Yay. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, well, and I can't believe it. Today is the first Sunday in September, and it's raining. But anyway, it's September. How many people were born in September? I know of one over there. Anybody else? Oh, we get to sing to Gary. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I knew we were going to get you.
Or Scooby-Doo on Channel 2.
Okay, and now's the time for the announcement, and I wanted to update you a little bit. Sacred community, we come together and we serve and we work with each other, and that's what's so amazing and so fun. And there are backups. We're looking to see if there's anyone who's like wanting to sing, so that there's backup singers for the house band. And if anybody wants to do like announcements, you'd be standing in my spot here. And then Limestream Tech and the soundboard tech, it's like, it's a mystery over there, isn't it? It's like, it's so cool, and they know what they're doing, and it's so fun. So they do train you, and it works. It's really fun. And then I guess our irrigation drip is not working quite right, and I just know the perfect person who knows what that is going on will show up as well. And then just, other little things around here. And please let the office know if you're interested in any of these things. And you may have some kind of service that you'd like to give we haven't even thought of, that we thought, that would be great. So just let us know, because we are in this all together. And now I want to invite somebody special up who is doing amazing things for us. Could I borrow your microphone, please? Sandy, would you come up? Thank you. Sandy's got some things she wants to tell us.
Good morning. I'm here to talk about the sanctuary refresh, which is in process, as you see our newly painted accent wall. And
I've got it.
oh, there it is. And I just want to talk about some of the other things ongoing and other things we would like to manifest in the process of our manifesting a new minister. We're doing this refreshing for the sanctuary. So in addition to new paint job, one of our members, Mitch Ward, is building us a new altar, and that is in process, and he anticipates being finished with that in October, so we can look forward to it then. It's going to be made of oak, white oak, which will match our molding trim and window trim throughout the sanctuary, with a little bit of walnut detailing. So I think it'll be a really beautiful addition. Some of the things we're hoping for, and also welcoming any donations you would like to make to the refreshing process. So the windows, we feel, need a little finishing. So I'm looking for maybe some help. I'll need a seamstress, perhaps, to add valances on these windows. Or it could be a cornice box covered in a blending fabric, which would be a simple wood frame, but it's a process. So if anybody's interested in lending a hand with it going either direction, I think we could do it either way. Some other finishing touches. Julia, I know, would really love to have a large pillar candle for the new altar. Something big, like maybe 12 or 14 inches high. And new table covers. So we've had a lot of different colors and things going on, and I think somebody already has made some changes on our existing altar, which I think look great. Is that you, Juanita? Thank you very much. Anyway, I've been envisioning either white, or here it says ivory, either way, for new table covers. Just, the others have been around for many years, like going back to the Grange, I believe. And the other thing that's under consideration, however, I'm finding that the new wall color is really helping being able to see the printing on the wall more distinctly. But if we decide that's not quite what we want, a consideration that the board's talking about is either a screen, a movie screen that could be lowered, or perhaps a large screen TV. So this poster will be somewhere in the entryway over there, and we'll put out a little basket if you'd like to make some donations to getting this all pulled together. Any questions? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandy. Yay. Oh, it's so cool that there's, yeah, freshness. And I don't know how many of you knew Claudette Page. She was a dear friend of mine and was a member of this congregation for years. And she and her husband, George, moved to Ashland. And she unfortunately passed away last October. But I wanted to let you know that there is going to be a celebration of life for her on October 2nd. And there is a Zoom connection possible. So if you're interested in that Zoom connection, let me know, and I'll contact George and see if we can arrange to get you the link and everything. So I wanted to mention that so that everybody has a chance. Because she was an amazing woman. She was on the board and all sorts of stuff. She did so many things. And why don't you go sit with your husband? Just go, it's fine. Because I want to do a big thank you for Sandy and Tom and Javon for doing all this stuff, and then getting Alicia Hundley was the painter. So this is our first day with the new wall. So it's like, wow, let's see. Yay, yeah. It's the first day. So, yeah, and so the lighting, we're still, and then, of course, you've got me, who's a wild card, anyway. Blessings. So we do have some classes. The Manifestation Mastery and the SOM book study of the 1926 Ernest Holmes version is returning in September, and they will be on Zoom because Rev. Julia will still be doing them, but she'll be doing them remotely. So Tuesdays at 6:30 is the Manifestation Mastery, and the 1926 SOM book study is Thursdays at 6:30. So do take advantage of that. And then today we have our potluck, and so there's food out there. And Gary cooked. My husband cooked, so he's got a little something out there. And if you didn't bring a dish, don't worry, come, still stay. And Rev. Julia will be facilitating the meeting via Zoom. Okay, she'll give you some updates and things. And let's see, going once, going twice. Okay, I think it's time that we sing. So let's let our musicians do the community song for us. Thank you.
Okay. Got Kate Wolf next. Give yourself to love. Kind friends all gathered round. There's something I would say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Our love has made a circle, and it holds us all inside, where strangers are as family, and loneliness can't hide. I'll join in. Give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. And walk these mountains in the rain. Learn to love the wind, and turn up before the sun rise, to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, but I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, I stand before you now. Good morning. We just doubled our numbers.
Check, check, check.
Good morning, I'm Cheryl Banbury. I'm your practitioner for today. And the song we just sang is one of my favorites. It's from Kate Wolf, who was a resident in this community, who had so much love that they made a festival. And for 25 years, people celebrated at a festival for her. They stopped it just a year or two ago. Can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Closer? Closer. Closer? No. So I'm here to read the sacred reading for today, and then I'm going to be giving you the meditation and ringing the bell to bring you into centering, and then a treatment. So first, the sacred reading. This is from Science of Mind, page 82. It was written by Ernest Holmes, who started this particular group of people, not exactly wanting to start a religion, but wanting to give others a pathway to help them live a beautiful life. Spirit is the Father, Mother, God, because it is the principle of unity back of all things. The masculine and the feminine principles both come from the One. Spirit is all life, truth, love, being, cause, and effect. It is the only power in the universe that knows itself. The Spirit could know nothing outside itself. That would be God and something else. But Spirit is all, the center and circumference of everything that exists, both manifest and unmanifest. It has no enemies, no differences, no otherness, no apartness, no separation from itself. It is undivided, complete, and perfect within itself, having no opposites and no opposition. It knows only its own ability, and since it is all, I cannot be hindered in any way, shape, or manner. It is impossible for a finite mind to comprehend such a complete life and power. In moments of real inspiration, we realize, to a degree at least, that God is all, that which has within itself all that really is, the life of everything, and the love through everything. The one presence and the one infinite person whom we call God is Spirit. Within this one, all live. Within this one, all live. And so now is our time of inward shift. And our community value today is integrity. And thinking about this morning, I was thinking about my interactions with those that I love, and I was thinking about a woman I met this past week who is addicted to methamphetamines. And when I saw her, she crouched down so she wouldn't be seen. And as I walked toward her, she rose and put her arms out to me and fell into my arms, sobbing. I've never had that happen before, and I've never had it happen even in my imagination. And the way it happened was extraordinary because I just had lunch with our minister, Julia. And she said, I have to go to CVS. And I said, I'll go too. For some reason, I think I need something there, but I had no idea what it was. And as I walked in, I turned immediately to the left, and I thought, what am I doing in this area? It's cosmetics. I don't need anything. And I turned the corner, and that's when she crouched down. And I knew her 5 years ago.
to be this extraordinarily talented, brilliant person who gave to others all the time. And she had been sober and clean for 20 years. But she'd had a relationship, and things had happened, and she'd lost her job, and things had happened, and she'd moved away, and then she came back, and she told me she was at the shelter. I love this woman. When she sobbed, I also sobbed, because I felt her so close in my heart. Today, thinking of the word integrity, I thought, it's a word that carries responsibility. We are responsible when we take someone into our hearts. We are responsible to love them, to be there for them, to listen to them. And maybe we feel we can't do anything in the moment, but we can love them. So I share that story with you, and my tears come forward because it means so much to me. So now I'm just going to ring the bell 3 times, and we'll say Om 3 times together, and then we'll go into a quiet 5-minute meditation. infinite love. Love that is everywhere, in the seen and unseen. Love that is all powerful, all knowing, all wise and eternal. The truth of all creation is love. I am this love, and I claim this for each one of love's creation, both here and far. Remembering who we are. We are love. That is our divine purpose. That is our life. That is our truth. And so in this moment, we return to that knowing. We recognize it. We claim it for ourselves. I am beloved of love, the perfect child of innocence. I am. I am. I know who I am. That love that reaches out, that includes, that respects, that tenderly embraces, that provides healing in that knowing. That love is the perfect answer to any question. And loving ourselves, we give great gratitude to our Creator. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mother, Father. Thank you for this divine unity that you continually offer and which we continually realign. In each moment we get the offering. I receive this moment with the love that is given and return it. As I speak my word into divine mind, I know it is the truth, and that I open my eyes and my heart and see it manifested in everything that is, from the raindrops to the rivers to the oceans, from the microcosm to the max. I know love is all, and so it is. Namaste. We have an affirmation. So say it once, and then if you'll say it with me, if you feel so inclined. I have the courage to be who I am and love myself out loud. I have the courage to be who I am and love myself out loud. Thank you. return to our music.
Love is real. Real is love. Love is feeling. Feeling love. Love is wanting to be loved. Love is touch. Touch is love. Love is reaching. Reaching love. Love is asking to be loved. Love is you and me. Love is no way we can be. Love is free. Free is love. Love is living. Living love. Love is needing to be loved.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you so much.
John Lennon's song.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Music touches my heart so much. You want to relax? You can go sit down.
Can I?
Yes, you can. Just, yeah. You might as well chill.
Go chill, all right.
Yeah, just go chill. So the theme for this whole month is love out loud. So it's like, oh my God. It's something you can't capture in words. Your body knows it. Your body feels it. And so I've got the chills. That's a good sign. And I've got my glasses. That's an even better sign. So today, we're talking about loving ourselves so much. Now, that's something that there's baggage with, self-love. And it's sad because if you can't love yourself, you can't be fully present to love someone else. Because self-love is an appreciation for yourself. It's taking care of yourself, your spiritual growth, your psychological, your physical. It's like you need to be, I need to be, I'll say it that way. I need to be in good shape to love you full out. If I'm really there and present and excited and energetic, I can be there for someone else. But if I'm going, well, this isn't right, I didn't do this, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny. Well, that's never happened. But, you know, it's like if I'm always like looking for imperfections or something I did wrong, it's like, where's my focus? Hello. It's treating myself like a love being. I am pure spirit. You are all pure spirit. We're all the same thing. We're all love in human form. But the messages out in the world do not reinforce that. and I'm not even going to get into that. You know, don't watch television. Don't listen to the radio. Don't read a billboard. Don't go to the grocery store. There's all sorts of things. Like, you know, if you lived in a cocoon, you might get it, but maybe not. Because love is at the center of our being. That's who we are. We walk around. I have a love bug at home that I call Zoe, my cat. There is love everywhere. We just need to open our eyes. Byron Katie, who some of you probably have heard of, she says, do you want to meet the love of your life? Okay, go look in the mirror. There are 2 mirrors. One's in either bathroom has big mirrors. So after service, you don't have to wait till you get home. Some of you may have little mirrors in your purses or someplace. Guys, you might want to borrow one. I don't think you, anyway. So it's so true. It's like, oh my gosh. And then every time we get on an airplane, we get a trite reminder of this, to love yourself first. How many of you even listen to the announcement of putting your oxygen mask on first? Every time they say that, every single time. And it's trite. And I know it's happening because it's happened so many times before. But it's actually a message to us to take care of ourselves first so that we can provide the oxygen, the love, the support to others. Because if we don't have the energy and the wherewithal, we cannot give. And we are giving beings. We truly are. And the other thing about all of us, and I talked a little bit about this already, is that we need to love all of ourselves. That includes the shadows. That includes the bad habits. That includes the mistakes, the imperfections, the goofs, the screw-ups, the whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Everyone has their own little language. The little thing that goes, your little triggers that you goofed up or did something. But those are signs on the road of experience. It's like, hello, stuff happens. And sometimes that's the best thing that could have happened to you. Because you recognize the divinity within when you say, oh, well, wait a second, I'm off track. It tells you that you're off track. And one of the other ways that we can get these messages is through your intuition. I listen to my intuition all the time because intuition is spirit speaking to us. It's a little, there's little messages that come in and it's like, oh, you know, because it's the flow, we're in the flow of love, and then the intuition comes in to reinforce that. Now, do we have a choice? Yes, we can follow the intuition, or we can say, I was going to say a bad word, that's not real, I'm not going to do it. But if you follow the intuition, it's nudging you in the right direction all the time, because it's a loving presence that's guiding us. And it's the most loving choice you can make is to follow it and trust it, because the more you do it, the more you'll get, oh, this always works out. This always works out. So I had to laugh because it just happened real time in here when Shara was talking. Because one of the things I wanted to tell you about was that this last week, I was reading this book called Never Alone, a solo Arctic survival journey by Junia Thibault. And I know her mother quite well. And so I was intense in this book. And she's in the middle of nowhere, totally by herself. And she becomes one with nature. But what's so amazing is that Wendy, her mother, is a friend of mine. So I was done, I was reading, and I took a break, and I went to CVS. I went to CVS, and I walked into Wendy. I walked into Wendy's arms. She was in line waiting to check out. So it's like, so CVS, so be careful if you go to CVS. because there's energy there, there's synchronicities happening, there's intuitions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's just too funny. Then the other thing that happened is I was in SPD market shopping, and I had my list, and everything on my list was taken care of. And this little voice goes, "Go get some cashews." It's like, oh, okay, because it was at the other end of the store. It's like, all right, I'll leave my basket, and I'll just go get cashews. So I walk into the aisle where the cashews are. How many of you guys shop in SPD? You know where the cashews are? Okay. So I walk into the aisle, and I go, oh, they'll let anybody in this store. Because a friend of mine named Wendy was standing right there getting food for her family. So I ran into another Wendy because I followed my intuition. And I checked, I found out, what does Wendy mean? Wendy keeps showing up. And it's of English origin, and it means friend. And it's like, I'm going, oh, that's cool. I like that. And so it's like, okay. So I'm preparing for this talk, and all this magical stuff is happening. And I'm writing down little notes. Yeah, you'd think I was crazy, but I've got little notes everywhere. And I thought of a story that many of you have probably heard. It's an old story, the leaky bucket story. And so I'm reading this all. And so this morning, I whip out the Science of Mind magazine, and guess what story is in there? The leaky butt story. I couldn't believe it. I'm going, you got to be kidding. Anyway, and just in case you don't get this magazine, it's very cool, and they've just changed it a little bit. So this is September, and this is October. So they've got 2 months in one magazine, and they're over there if you want them. But anyway, so I'm just going to read this real quick for you. Okay. And there's stories. Okay. The woman who carried water home every day from the river using 2 buckets at either end of a bamboo pole. Now, I've heard it with Jewish men, monks, doesn't matter who's carrying the water. One bucket was new and the other was old with splintered wood. When she got home, the new bucket was still full, but the old bucket leaked out half of its water. The old bucket felt bad and useless, apologizing to the woman for no longer being able to do its job very well. The woman turned and pointed back to the path she had taken and said to the old bucket, "Do you see all those flowers on your side of the road? Every day you water them. Every day my walk is filled with beauty thanks to you." So even those cracked things that are broken in your life are gifts. They're the cracks the light can come through. You're doing amazing things. You're inspiring somebody that you don't even know about, you may never know about. You don't know. You don't know. And your light is unique. All of us are individuals of the one whole being of love. But we each have our own sense of humor, our own anger, our own joy. All these things were unique. And when we're sharing them, you know, we come together and we have potlucks and we laugh. And you don't know. We're sharing that love. It's important. And it's healthy, too. Because if you can't walk into a place like this and need a prayer or have a heavy heart, oh my gosh, self-acceptance. There are days that it's just not fun to be me. Ask my husband. Oh, he's got his mouth shut. He's such a good guy. So I loved this one, this quote from Buddha. You yourself, as much as anybody in this entire universe, deserve your love and affection. You deserve your own love and affection. And Brené Brown says, owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we'll ever do. Because stuff happens. that it's hard to love. It's hard to love listening to the news. It's hard to love hearing stories of upset and things that are going on. But when we come from love, that's what we attract more of. If you're coming from how terrible it is, you're going to attract more how terrible it is. So if I'm coming from love for all of you, love for my cat, love for the flowers, love for everything, that's what I'll attract more of. So the more we love ourselves, the more the world will be full of love. It ripples out there. How many of you have thought of being your own best friend? What is your self-talk? Do you have things that you say to yourself when something happens? Like I dropped something the other day and I went, "Oh, Madalyn." Well, "Oh, Madalyn" is not so bad. It's the way I said it was so bad. So it's like your spirit treating spirit negatively. And it's like, oh, what are you saying? Listen to yourself. I don't know how many of you actually listen to yourselves. Your internal dialogue. What's going on there? So the thing that's important after that is to forgive yourself. You're doing the best you can. Forgive yourself and let yourself, it's all right. It's all right. And you've got friends. Go play with your friends. Listen to the world. Listen to the birds. Yeah. And get support if you need it. If prayer, counseling, a dear wise friend could just, if they just witness and listen for you, all that stuff can happen. And it's supportive of you because you're coming from love. You're asking for what you need. I need some love from someone else this time. I'm loving myself by asking for love. Yeah. And love is like a practice. It's not something that just kind of, it can be totally spontaneous, of course, but it's also, if we have a consciousness around it, a conscious practice, that strengthens it. And, you are in a spiritual center, so you've heard prayer, meditation, reading, affirmations, all these tools that we have, and they do work. And the best thing to do, I've found, is to have them be a habit. Set them in, I've heard of habit stacks. You have a stack of habits you do in the morning, a stack of habits you do at night before bed. And then it becomes automatic. It's automaticity. You're putting it into your DNA. You're putting it into your body, your mind, your whole being. So some of the affirmations, you can come up with your own. I love myself to the fullest. The power of love is inside me. I am surrounded by love. My natural loving nature attracts love to me like a magnet. It's just so amazing to practice it. And I do soul collage work, and I do dream work, and I do all these things to open myself up for spirit to come through me and play. How many of you guys actually go play? Carve out, schedule it. How many of you have a calendar? Hello? It could be all kinds of calendar. But put playtime on your calendar to nourish your soul, your love. You love yourself. You should play. You should read the Science on Man magazine once a day. That could be part of your stack. And gratitudes. Recognizing it, seeing it, manifesting it. I do gratitudes by text every night, and I talk to my husband every night. I say, what are you grateful for? And we trade off. Every night, unless I fall asleep before he gets, But the thing is it's a practice. And like I said, mentioning before, my little love bug, Zoe, my cat. And I know out there are lots of dogs and cats and maybe rabbits and birds. And we have deer and turkeys who walk through and bobcats and bears. But the animals, you can love, if you can't don't pet them. But pet your little animals, because that's pure love. And you're loving the animal and you're loving yourself. Oh my God. It's a pocket. It's a cocoon of love. And another, and there's volunteering you can do. There's so many things you can do to express love for yourself and for others. I'm a court-appointed special advocate, which is working with foster kids. And I do it for them, but I mainly do it for the love for myself. Because I feel so much love and care. And that I'm making a small difference to that little girl's life or that little boy's life. And I know that Shara has done a lot of work in this area, not with CASA, but others. She told that story about her friend. Yes, the difference you can make in your life and in other people's lives by loving yourself. So what I'd like to do is I want to have you close your eyes, if you feel comfortable. Yeah, just kind of, and breathe a little bit. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions. And these questions, there's going to be homework. So there's homework with these questions. So be thinking about that part. But go ahead and rest a little bit for there and just surround yourself with some love and appreciation for your body. It got you here, and it's so wonderful. So here's the first question. What phrase of self-reproach do you want to let go of? What phrase of self-reproach do you want to let go of? What would feed your spirit? What would feed your spirit? How may you show more love for yourself? How may you show more love for yourself? What do you love to do, experience? What do you love to do or experience? And here's the last little question, and this is your homework. Of all you thought of, what do you want to commit and promise to yourself to add or to shift? One thing to commit to. And later you may want to share it with somebody, because sometimes that reinforces it. But what one thing do you want to shift? You can let something go, or you can add something in. What is loving for you? Okay, and when you're ready, you can come back. Because now you know what you're going to do for the next week or so. Yeah, it's important to put that self-love into action in some way, shape, or form. And I want to share this one last quote, and then we'll sing. Love is the essential existential fact. It is our ultimate reality and our purpose on earth. To be consciously aware of it, to experience love in ourselves and others, is the meaning of life. From A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. So thank you all, and I love you, and I would love you to love yourselves this week and going forward. And I know that Billy and Juanita are going to have a lovely song for us, and we're gonna sing out loud. So please stand up, and we'll all do this together. Although I'm turning off my mic.
Yeah, this song automatically popped into my head when we had our talk title today. I Love Myself So Much by Ricky Byers.
Okay. Appropriate song.
I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, you can start loving me. Acapella, here we go. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. Hey, Billy. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. One more time. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. Thank you. Good job.
Right.
Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, please be seated. And now's the, oops. Oh, well, we're going to do it seated today. Now's the time for conscious giving. So we have a prosperity affirmation I'd like to share. And I'd like to take my gift and put it on my heart, since we're doing so much love. So let's read this together. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Well, let's see. Javon's going to do it for us. Pass the basket. Or maybe not. Oh, okay. Thank you, Siobhan. Mother, Father, God, love, Creator, the divine energy of Spirit. It is all here. It is all us. And I know and accept that these gifts, these offerings, are blessed and go out into the world to do good, to spread the power, the love that is the truth of each and every one of us. And I know that as we love ourselves, we attract great abundance of love, of fuel in the form of money, and lots of hugs, and just an experience of life as love. So I know and accept that that is the birthright for each and every one of us. And then in this gratitude, I know and accept that the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living is a community that serves the spiritual blossoming and manifestation of each and every one of us. And I'm so very, very grateful. It's all good. It's all God. And the law says yes. And so I let these words go with gratitude, grace, love, and a deep knowing that all is well. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you all. So, thank you to so many people that come together to do this together. Yes, Billy, you're one of them. Billy and Juanita, thank you for the music. Oh, it's so blessed. Thank you. Yes. And Shara, for your consciousness and your stories. And yes, so blessed. And Gary Wade and Hillary over there, both of them making sure that we all work fine and everything. And there's people who brought food, so I want to bless all of you who brought stuff for the potluck, and all of you for coming on the rainy day. It's like, thank you. Yes. Okay, I was looking for more gratitudes. I'm grateful to myself. I love myself. And yes, please do stay and eat and do all that stuff. What are you taking away from here today? Has anybody got anything they want to share? Joy. Peace. Love. Understanding. I have permission. Permission. Anything else anyone wants to say, share? Nope. Okay. So please stand for the benediction. And don't go anywhere because there's food. So please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It's this thing called joy. It's this thing called self-love. It's this thing called love magnet. I know it. I feel it. I sense it. Because I am it. And so it is. So let's sing some more.
Waiting for our song to come back. We're waiting for the song to come up.
Wrong words. Okay, take two.
Oop, it's one behind there.
We don't need it.
Well, we don't, I guess, but.
Everyone knows this.
Okay,
Everyone knows
we're
this
going to
song.
do Put a Little Love in Your Heart again. Here we go.
Here we are. You're
Yeah.
all warmed up. Great.
Okay. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, and please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world everybody.
Oh yeah. She good.